Good morning, class 6th students. Today I am going to start chapter 6, Bowling for Nature. The present chapter contains a biographical sketch and an interview of the spinning wizard Anil Kumble, whose nickname is Jumbo. His interview adapted from pieces published in the Times of India. In this chapter, we come to know that Anil Kumble is not only a famous cricketer, but he is also the nature lover, the conservationist, and the wildlife photographer. His book, Wide Angle, is a compilation of photographs taken by him during cricket tours. Shall I read more about Anil Kumble? Anil Kumble was born in Bengaluru on 17th October 1970. He shines through as one of the most revered names ever to grace the game of cricket. Though a mechanical engineer by qualification, it is his status as a world class leg break googly bowler, coupled with his relentless grit to excel, that has won innumerable hearts across the world. In this paragraph, we come to know that Anil Kumble was born on 17th October 1970. He is a mechanical engineer, but he has won innumerable, that is, many hearts across the world because of his world class quality of being a determined right handed leg spin bowler. He shines among the respected names that grace the game of cricket. He has been instrumental in scripting many fine victories for India, both in ODIs, that is One Day International Series, and Test matches. With 619 wickets in Test cricket, he stands tall as the third highest wicket taker of all time. He also holds the record of being one of only two bowlers to pick up all 10 wickets in a single innings against Pakistan in 1999. He served as the captain of the Indian Test team as well as the coach of the Indian cricket team. He is also the cricket committee chairman of the International Cricket Council. First, let me explain you the meaning of few hard words. Conservationist means a person who works to protect the environment and wildlife. Then revered, it means respected. Leg break, it means bowling delivery of a right-handed leg spin bowler. Then googly, a special bowling delivery. Then grit, it means determination. Instrumental, it means of key importance. Then scripting, it means creating. Here it means creating. These two paragraphs tell us about the achievements of Anil Kumble. He has played an important part in many victories for India, both in ODIs and Test matches. He has become the third highest wicket taker of all time by taking 619 wickets in Test cricket. He is the one of only two bowlers to pick up all 10 wickets in a single innings. He has achieved it in 1999 while playing against Pakistan. He was the coach of the Indian cricket team and was also the captain of Indian Test team. In October 2012, he became the cricket committee chairman of the International Cricket Council, that is ICC. I think the chapter is quite easy and you can easily understand it. Let me continue the reading. In recognition of his contributions to sports, Anil Kumble was inducted in the Cricket Hall of Fame of the International Cricket Council in 2015. He was also awarded the Arjuna Award in 1995 and the Padma Shri in 2005. I think there is no any difficulty in this paragraph, so it's quite simple. You can easily understand it. Let me continue. However, few know that the spinning wizard is passionate about causes of the pitch, especially in the field of wildlife conservation. As a child and later as a teenager, Kumble's hobbies included collecting interesting wildlife pictures from magazines. Even during his tenure as an active cricketer, he was known to be an enthusiast with his lenses. It was his love for photography which drew the cricketing legend towards wildlife conservation. His friends Krishna Prasad and Praveen Bhargav were the ones who actually introduced him to the Save the Tiger campaign. The paragraph throws light on Kumble's passion for wildlife conservation. When he was a child and a teenage boy, his hobbies included collecting interesting wildlife pictures from magazines. When he was an active cricketer, his love for photography drew the cricketing legend towards wildlife conservation. He was introduced to the Save the Tiger campaign by his friends Krishna Prasad and Praveen Bhargav. Now, let me explain the meaning of tenure. Tenure means period or term served. The next paragraph tells us about the initiatives and the steps that are taken by Kumble for wildlife conservation. So, look at the paragraph. Kumble, nicknamed Jumbo, crystallized his passion for wildlife by setting up the Kumble Foundation Jumbo Fund. This organization strives to raise funds and recognize the contribution of forest staff, NGOs, and individuals working for wildlife conservation. In recognition of his interest, the government of Karnataka appointed him as the vice chairman of the State Board for Wildlife in 2009. During his tenure, more forested areas were brought under protection for wildlife. We all know Kumble's nickname is Jumbo. Here, crystallized means solidified. Kumble has given a solid shape to his passion for wildlife by setting up the Kumble Foundation Fund. This organization works hard to raise funds and also to recognize the contribution of forest staff, NGOs, and individuals that are working for wildlife conservation. By recognizing Kumble's interest for wildlife conservation, the Karnataka government appointed him as the vice chairman of the State Board for Wildlife in 2009. More forested areas were brought under protection for wildlife when Kumble was the vice chairman of the State Board for Wildlife. Let me continue the reading of the paragraph. Other notable activities undertaken included mitigating human wildlife conflict, building new wildlife sanctuaries, and reducing the number of tourist vehicles in protected areas. In love with all animals, Kumble adopted a baby giraffe and an Asiatic lion at the Mysuru Zoo. In 2010, he released his book Wide Angle, which is a compilation of photographs taken by him during cricket tours. First, let me explain the meanings of these hard words. Mitigating means making less severe. Sanctuaries means special natural areas where animals live. Now, the explanation of the paragraph. Kumble has worked upon various animal friendly activities like making less severe human wildlife conflict, building new wildlife sanctuaries, and reducing the number of vehicles in the areas that are protected for wildlife. Have you understood what is human wildlife conflict? According to Worldwide Fund for Nature, human wildlife conflict occurs when the needs and behavior of wildlife affect negatively on the goals of humans, or when the goals of humans negatively affect the needs of wildlife. Is it clear? Now, the next paragraph. Kumble has a great love and affinity for animals. He has adopted a baby giraffe and an Asiatic lion at the Mysuru Zoo. His book, Wide Angle, is a collection of photographs taken by him during cricket tours. This much is enough for today. The remaining part of the chapter I will continue in my next video lesson. I have attached the link of Google Forms. If you have any doubt, ask me. I will clarify them in next video. Till then, take care and have a nice time.